So, Michael, what do we got over here?
We got chives, and we got some beautiful amber maple syrup.
You know, maple syrup was actually an invention of the indigenous people in like Northern America. In the north, near like Canada, the US border, places like that. They used to like use that as like a sugar source, right? And it's a lot better for you than sugar, I believe.
We got some micro broccoli, eat your vegetables.
Yes, sir.
And some corn flour that can make it sweeter or something.
No, it's actually when we're mixing it into the meatballs, it's gonna make it more tender because the bison meat can be kind of a little bit tough, right?
Speaking of bison meat, the main part of this dish, the bison.
Have you ever cooked with bison before?
First time.
First time? Me too. It's gonna be exciting, right?
It's gonna be a new experience. What are you doing right now, Ryan?
So what I'm doing right now, the first step is that we're gonna wash everything, right? Look at these chives, they're beautiful, believe me. Fantastic, right? These are gonna be adding a lot of flavor into our final product, right? Our meatballs. We're gonna rinse them off really good. And, you know, chives, tomatoes, potatoes, all this meat, whatever, right? There's a lot of indigenous ingredients in our cooking that we just take for granted in our day-to-day, right?
Right.
And, you know, we're trying to bring some glory to, like, the recipes and all that, right? What do you think, Michael?
I think this is gonna be good and taste good.
Right. So with these chives, right, we're gonna peel the outer layer of this, and we're gonna dice it up, right?
Yes.
Just kind of rip it off, I guess, right?
Like this?
Yeah, the outer layer is sometimes kind of nasty, and that's why we try to get rid of that. So isn't this an experience?
Yes.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
This is how you learn. You can edit it.
No, I feel like that'd be funnier in the video.
Yeah.
Can we keep that in there?
Yeah. Don't put this conversation in the video. It's very greasy.
I know, yeah. It's kind of slimy almost.
It is.
Chives, yeah. Gonna get a better look at these, right? We're gonna dice these up. These are gonna be fantastic, right? Cut off the roots. We don't want these things anymore. They'll be disgusting, right?
Roots. We don't want those.
Just a little bit off the white too. You don't want to keep all that.
Of course.
Now we don't want to go all the way into the green. We just kind of want to, you know.
This should be about an average size of them. Give or
Yes,
take
sir.
an inch or two.
At this point, you want to throw away the rest, right?
Of course.
Mike, let's see you do it next.
This will not be the best. Just mind that. I'm not an amazing cook either.
Well, it's a learning process, right? That white bit, I'd discard that. Make him a bit smaller. Smaller. Make him maybe like a 1/4 inch, something like that.
I don't know what's a 1/4 inch?
1/4 inch? About the size I did it, right? About this big.
Good enough for this piece.
All right.
Back to Ryan, ladies and gents. Here's what Ryan did. Here's what I did. Here's what he's doing now. He's obviously a better chef than me.
Don't worry, in a couple years, you'll be a way better chef than me, believe it.
I'll be Gordon Ramsay in a few years. Notice how he was keeping a safe distance between his hand, the knife and the hand, and his non-cutting hand.
Hell yeah, my friend. Now, we should be done cutting the chives. Man. Now on to the preparation of the meatballs. Alright, so, for the part of this recipe that's really gonna add some flavor, alright?
Some.
Uh-oh, oops. These cranberries, we're gonna chop them up. A little bit of these. I'm gonna mix them into the meatballs. It's gonna add a little bit of extra, a little something special to them, right?
Always chop with caution.
Of course. And we gotta give these a little chop too. As of right now,
Stay safe when doing this, kids. Gordon Ramsay right here.
nah, Gordon Ramsay doesn't hold a candle to me. I got 4 Michelin stars, believe me.
And how many does he have?
3.
I have 5, so
Right.
y'all ain't got nothing on me.
All right, we're gonna chop these up, right? And right here, we're gonna mix it into the bison meat, right? You seen this, chat? Just look at that color. Delicious, right? The next step, chat. Uh-oh.
I got that. Chat.
Just gonna put all this.
Either you can slide it all in with the knife, or you can with your hands. Up to you. Bye.
And now the recipe calls for a little bit of cornmeal to the mix.
Cornmeal, beautiful.
And now what we're gonna do next here,
Maple syrup.
we're gonna add 1/4 cup of maple syrup, right?
Syrup?
It's gonna be up to here.
That's up to a quarter, chat.
So anyway, we're gonna add about 1/4 cup of maple syrup.
Chat, that is what a quarter of maple syrup looks like.
What we're gonna do next, try to mix all this up.
Wait.
Yeah, basically we're gonna be mixing all this stuff up, right? It's gonna be nice, some nice, tender, juicy, and slightly sweet meatballs. And I was surprised at how easy these were to get at Whole Foods. Now, we're gonna use an oven as part of this tutorial. What we're gonna do is we're gonna sear these first, these meatballs, after we make them. First, what you wanna do is preheat this oven to 375 degrees. Check this out.
Some big boy stuff right here.
What we want to do is heat up the pan, and we want to get the oil heated up, right? Just have to coat the pan, right? The bottom of the pan. Be generous with it, right? This pan's got to be oven safe because we're going to put that whole thing in the oven, right? You know, and while our oil tries to heat up, I think we should be making our meatballs, right?
So this is what one looks like. Maybe a little big, but who cares? More food.
And the maple syrup helps it to stick together, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright everybody, so after all that work, we finally got our meatballs done. Now it's time to cook them. So we're searing these on high for a few minutes, right? Just making sure to get a nice browning on the outside of them. Add some flavor, right? We'll let that sit for another minute or two, and then we'll transfer it into the oven. I'm gonna let it cook for 10 minutes.
Yes, chat. Transfer from stovetop to oven for 10 minutes.
Oh, it's hot in here. Alright.
For 10 minutes, right, chat?
Yes, sir.
It's yes, chef.
Yes, chef. So we're gonna keep it in there for 10 minutes. Right now we got these cranberries. I mixed them up with a little bit of water, right? We're gonna simmer it down in this pan while everything else cooks. We're gonna make ourselves some nice cranberry sauce, right? Just wanna get these cranberries rehydrated, right? Put them into a mush. While we're at it, let's add a little bit of this maple syrup, just a touch. Won't add too much. Now it's just a little process to cook all this down, right?
Yes, sir.
Let it cook a little bit, evaporate some of that water, get it kind of juiced down, right? Alright, so we're cooking it down, right? Now it's getting nice and sticky, nice and sugary, right? I think it calls for a little bit more water. We're gonna add it. Works. Now we're gonna take it out of the oven. It's gonna be real hot.
Do this part with caution.
A lot of caution.
Lots of it, yes.
Ooh, that looks delicious. Oh.
Show the camera.
Ooh, wow, the hot spot. Those burn through my glove.
That's our completed meatballs.
Yeah, perfect
chat.
timing, right?
And we're also done with this, chat.
Put them on.
Yes, put it on the meatballs. Alright, chat, so this is the finished bison balls.
And I think that's it. It's a pretty simple recipe, right? But I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. You wanna have a bite? Let's try some. Let's dig in.
How is it, Chef Stone?
You know, it's actually really good. It's sweet and it's more tender than I expected it to be. Do you agree, Chef Michael?
Yes, I do agree, Chef Ryan.
And that concludes our cooking week video. Thank you for watching.
And have a good day, good and Merry Christmas and Happy Thanksgiving for all y'all who celebrate that stuff.
And just remember, indigenous recipes have existed long in this land, long before our country ever existed.
Yes,
Right?
for more than 250 years.
And it's important that we learn how to cook these recipes to pay tribute to the land that we live on.
And so the traditions don't die. Would you agree?
I agree.
Thank you so much for watching.
Bon appetit.